This Inside Edge is brought to you by Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual believes there's always a chance to come back and rise. I'm Julie Short-Banks, joined by Peter Schrager and Olympia Michelle Kwan. Perhaps the event we've been waiting for all year, the ladies' short program, gets underway Wednesday. And we saw a little taste test of it during the team event. But Russia's Yulia Lipnitskaya brought down the house. We get to see her again. Everyone's very excited about this.
Very exciting. Yulia Lipnitskaya dominated the team competition, 12 points ahead Gracie Gold, but she hasn't been here. She has not practiced since the team competition, and I think there might be a strategy here because she is supposed to be practicing with Yuna Kim, and then people start to compare. Yuna Kim skates so fast into her triple toe, triple S, triple toe combination, and people might start to think Yuna has the edge. I personally think that if Yuna Kim goes out there and lands every jump, I think she's got an edge on Yulia.
It's amazing, Julie, because we haven't seen Yuna Kim here. Right? The team competition, Korea wasn't competing. So now you have the reigning gold medal champion coming in here, going up against his young upstart, Yulia Lipnitskaya. And then you also have Mao Asada, who can do the triple axel, who didn't complete that in the earlier rounds, and now we could see if she could do it here. There's so many different names and competitors, and we haven't even mentioned the Americans, both Ashley Wagner and Gracie Gold. I love this. I look at any sport, and when you have an open field, that's the best way to look at an event. And really, this is the main event of all the skating. You could talk about the men's, you could talk about the team, you could talk about the ice dancing. Give me the women's, and that is what it is. That's the Super Bowl. That is what matters. That's what we'll always remember.
The Super Bowl. I'm glad we finally got there. Now, looking back at the Americans that you mentioned, Gracie Gold and Ashley Wagner, who are two that everyone, is looking to see how they're going to do. Gracie Gold skated fantastically in the team events. Likely, what is a realistic finish for both of these skaters?
I had a chance to speak with Frank Carroll and Scott Brown, who both work with Gracie Gold, and they said that she is so ready. She is doing double run-throughs of the short program, long program with ease. Just like, no problem. It's just like checking it off. I saw her in practice earlier today. She was, didn't make one mistake. So, and Ashley Wagner, same thing. She was just, it was business as usual. So I think for the Americans, all they have to do is focus and execute.
I want to talk about home field advantage in this one because that Iceberg Arena, it is like Lambeau Field for Aaron Rodgers with Lipnitskaya when she's out there. It's unbelievable. The place is ready to explode even when she walks into the facility. It's unbelievable. So when she's on the ice, that may play a role. I mean, the crowd goes nuts. The judges may be influenced. Then you've got Yuna Kim, who you actually spoke to today and grew up with Michelle Kwan as her idol. I mean, you spoke to her today. What'd she say? Because she's going into, right now, a road game. I mean, really it is. It is a road game. Lipnitskaya has all the home field advantage.
Well, Yuna was very just, I'd say, like, chillax. She was just like, you know what? I've got this. She practiced like she's got it. I mean, she was doing triple combinations with these, but yet she has not practiced with Yulia yet. So it'll be interesting because I think she doesn't know what she's going into. As you hear the Russian crowd applaud for Yulia, I'm sure she'll be a little bit stunned because back home in Korea, she is a rock star.
And I'll say this, I mean, the men's, we saw all of the front runners falling, awkwardly stumbling. I don't foresee any of that happening with these women. I think they are all at the top of their game. And if the team event was any preview, we are in for an amazing 2 nights of skating. I can't wait.
That seems to be the prediction. The men, no one really sort of won gold. Everyone, you settled for the least worst skate, essentially, in a way. I don't want to offend anyone there, but it wasn't, didn't blow anyone out of the water. But for the women, we could potentially see, 5 or 6 perfect skates, and it's going to come down to just those little things. And
the field is so deep, you can't afford mistakes. I think right now it's like who can perform at the moment. If Yulia does, what she repeats the team competition at the long program, and she goes head-to-head with Yuna, head-to-head with Mao. I mean,
so many.
Mao Asada, triple axel. Then you look at Yuna Kim with a triple S, triple toe. Same thing with Gracie and Yulia. It's just, it's going to be
I'm going to give my wild card. My little wild card, Carolina Kostner out of Italy. No one's talking about her. My wild card, put her in the medals. I think she's going to have a shot. Carolina Kostner, remember that.
Well, I hope it's Mao Asada because I have her in my fantasy figure skating pool. Now, Michelle, just a personal question for you. What is it like watching the women compete at the Olympics?
sitting back and watching it, I do really miss skating, but when they're doing triple and I see Mao doing triple axel, I'm like, okay, it's probably a good thing that I'm not lacing up my skates these days. But I do miss it. It's one of those things that brings back so many memories, so many fond memories, some heartbreaking memories as well. So it's an emotional roller coaster, let's say.
Definitely. Can't imagine what it'll be like for you this week, too. Thanks, guys, for breaking this down. This Inside Edge is brought to you by Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual believes there's always a chance to come back and rise.